Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Rogers and welcome to the GCSE Music Option presentation for 2021. As you can see, the GCSE Music Option has 3 units or modules. The first being a performing music, and this is where 30%, and this is where students will need to perform a solo and an ensemble, ideally between 4 and 7 minutes in total, and a minimum standard of round about grade 1. The second unit is basically our composing music, okay, and again we're 30%, and this is where the students will need to compose a free choice, that's basically any style they want, and also compose to a brief. This is usually set by the exam board, okay, and also they will need to produce a score and keep a composing log. The last unit is our listening and appraising unit, okay, and this is worth 40%, and this is where you'll sit an hour and a half exam at the end of the course, answering some general questions about music and also the music in context, which is obviously classical, pop, traditional, folk and 20th century, but also some questions regarding the set works. And the set works this year are Mozart's Parallel Concerto and 3 songs from the Orchestra Follows the Music. So what's the key to success? As with all GCSEs, it's really down to effort, but also creativity and quality of performance are very important. You will obviously need to be prepared to work hard, as it is quite a demanding GCSE. This is a practical course, 60%, as you've obviously just discovered. There is some theory and listening involved, again 40%, and it's quite intensive. Become a practical musician, practice at home regularly, perform in school events, and that's really important. If you are getting used to obviously performing and you're confident about it, and doing GCSE music really isn't too much of an option or too much of a hardship. If you play an instrument already, it is also a straightforward option. It's very easy. You will be reading music and you'll probably be learning about music as you go along. If you don't play, you can still be creative, and there's a technology-based performance that all pupils can choose as an option. And so this will actually involve you recreating perhaps a piece of music using GarageBand. Listening and appraising. So on our course, okay, you obviously have to sit an hour and a half exam at the end. Here's a couple of examples of some of the questions that you may receive. So the first section, section A, there's 8 questions, usually about 5 or 6 questions within each question, and basically you answer some general questions on the music that you're hearing. And the section B is a contextual understanding questions around the set works. The composing module, okay, and this is where you have to produce 2 compositions. One is a free choice, and one will obviously be set by the exam board. The free choice is basically anything you want, so you can compose in any style, so you can compose a song, you can compose a piece of trumpet, piano if you wish, whatever, okay? And the second one, obviously, is where you compose a piece of music to be given a brief. You can either compose using GarageBand and produce a written annotation at the end, or you can compose using music notation software and basically print it out. You don't need to record your songs, as most of them are just literally mixed out from the audio in the software. So GCSE music performing in a bit more detail. You will need to produce 2 performances, one solo and one ensemble. Okay, the solo performance is you on your own, either with an accompanist or a backing track. The ensemble performance is a minimum of 2 playing at the same time, again with accompaniment or backing track. Instrumental stroke singing lessons are essential to good results. So if you don't already have those lessons, I would really strongly recommend that you do. The people who get the best marks at GCSE are the ones who actually obviously do the lessons and perform regularly. So you can do the recordings as many times as you like, so you won't have to perform in front of an audience. Okay, I know that does scare quite a few people, but basically just need to ensure that exam regulations are met and make sure you're actually doing it live. So common questions. Do I need to play an instrument to do it? No, you don't. However, it obviously does help. As I said before, the instrumental lessons really do help. Do I need to read music to do it? No, again, we have quite a few pupils over the years who don't actually read music, but are very successful. Is the course practical? Yes, 60%. Is there much theory of music involved? Yes, there is. As I say, with most of the GCSE music subjects at the moment, there is becoming a little bit more theory involved, and it's quite intensive. Can I use ICT to compose music? Yep, certainly. As I said before, all the compositions are mostly done using GarageBand or using music notation software. People say it's hard. It is a challenge, but it can be a very rewarding challenge. Okay, it's just all about hard work and creativity and getting things done. So how do you get a good grade? Quite quite straightforward, guys. Hard work, practice and commitment. It's a 3-year course where we're doing obviously a fair amount of theory, composing and performing. Obviously we try to make the lessons as practical as possible. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Hope you enjoy all the other presentations, and I'm hopefully looking forward to teaching all you guys next year from Year 9. Anyway, thank you very much. Bye bye.